Oh, crescendo moment. Oh! And he's still playing with the smile. Oh, what the children are never responsible for the outcome of their parents, period. Parents are 100% responsible for the outcome of their children. Kosei, it is not your fault. Hello friends, my name is Benoit Kim, a licensed psychotherapist and your favorite yapper. Welcome back to my detailed psychological analysis of Your Lie in April, episode 9. Assassination Zero, Samsonian Helixi, Jenny Chimaru, and Roxy Love are the sponsored tiers highlight of my video. Thank you for your support. The show's getting really good, and realizing that Kosei is the center of so many people's universe, like Takashi and Emi from last episode. Let's see what we have in store for today. Sit back and hope you enjoy. Whoa, lights. Also before, Emi felt alive and felt that sparkle literally from that one stroke of a keyboard. I mean, Kosei is good, but he's not that good. Anyway. Wow. On top of a jungle gym or jungle playgrounds, with her hands up, little Emi professed her conviction and her new aspiration of becoming a pianist. Why? Because of Kosei, his unknowing yet undeniable profound influence on other people. Emi, Takashi, right? So many people. Tsubaki. He has so much influence. And I wonder if this is the episode where he finally recognizes, because he's been talking and interpreting and understood what Emi and Takashi were communicating through their emotional language of music from last week's performance. Oh, wow. Whoa! Emi abandoned every other path, every other hobbies and interests to be razor focused, as fully dedicated as she possibly can. That is a profound impact. And that is what Kosei represents for Emi. And again, so many other people. That is profound. Again, to the audience, to us, I think the show is asking, are we aware of our influence? And are we aware that how important we are to so many people in our lives? How amazing we are in so many people's lives, possibly unknown to us. And if we matter to other people, what does this say about our self-importance? Not in an egotistical, self-serving, selfish way, but rather, do we recognize and are we hyper-aware that we matter? We are worthy. We are important. We think, therefore I am. Descartes, right? We matter, guys. This is what my video tagline every episode. We matter. We worthy. We are worthy. But we have to recognize our own self-worth. Oh, that's a teacher. Wow. Oh. Arima Kosei. Yes, it did. Yes. Oh, the performance in the background is absolutely awe-inspiring. Such a tiny finger. Wow. Sunflowers. Also, even the usage of sunflowers is super symbolic. Kosei's music, piano was like sunflowers. But in this case, I think Emi is a sunflower following the direction of the sun. Who is the sun? the center of Emi's universe, Kosei. And I love Emi's why of starting. I want to be good at piano so that I can move other people the way I was moved by Arima. That is such a deep and amazing aspiration. She's not playing piano for accolades or trophies. She never cared about that. But rather, she wanted to move other people. Because what's more beautiful than being moved by a deep, deep resonating music? A great piece of art. Man. Amen. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, sir. If you guys take away one thing from this video, I want you to take away the power of yet. I am not a great pianist like Kosei yet. I am not successful in whatever my meaningful pursuit is yet. I may not be a great husband yet. I may not be a great friend yet. I may not yet. Try out the difference. Say whatever you're saying just by itself and then add on the word yet. You feel more hopefulness because it is true. We're not bluffing ourselves. We're not fluffing. We're not lying. Yet is factual. Even Beethoven wasn't the genius, one of the most renowned, one of the GOATs of all time until he became one. All successful people, all people that we respect, aspire, weren't that successful person until they became one. So in this in-between journey, right? I talked about that piano in that cafe represents the in-between space. All of us are literally work in progress. So until we reach the destination, although it's always a journey, it's always a process that matters. We are all work in progress. We are not there yet, but we will through consistency, effort, intentionality, and so on. We are not there yet, but we will based on the input, the output, and dedication. Oh! Wow, sharing the stage. Oh, so good. Goosebumps. Oh. Look at her. Look at Emi's little feet dangling, yo. Oh, man. And also, there's a huge irony there. I want to play like that boy so I can see what he sees. So that means once upon a time, before his mom became abusive and brutal with the training, again, training for competition, not training for music, I'm sure Kosei's world was full of colors, vibrancy, colorfulness, aliveness. I want to see what that boy sees. Because remember, for Kosei's initial performance to move Tsubaki and Emi, Takashi, whoever were in the audience seat, for them to be moved viscerally and powerfully from Kosei's performance, Kosei's own heart, Kosei himself was deeply moved by that piece of music, but no more, because he later became a walking dead, right? Again, if we cannot move ourselves with our music, how can we possibly move other people? This is the reason why work is important. Unless we truly learn to accept all of ourselves, the good, the bad, and the ugly, unless we learn to respect ourselves, love ourselves, being kind to ourselves, how can we possibly do that for other people in a sustainable way, without burning out, without people pleasing, without some unhealthy tendencies? We have to start with ourselves. Again, not in a self-gratifying, selfish, egocentric way. But unless we fill our own cup, how can we fill the cups of other people? Like on the airplane, what is the instructions? In light of crisis, turbulence, we put on the air mask, oxygen mask on ourselves first. Let's say we are sitting next to a child like little Emi. What happens if we prioritize them by putting the oxygen mask on them and then we end up dying? Could a child, a helpless child, survive by themselves? No. That's why we are instructed to put on the oxygen mask on ourselves and then other people. Because for us to be the best servant leader, for us to be the best support, act of service for other people, we have to make sure our cups are filled. We cannot pour from an empty cup. As cliche as it sounds, there's so much truth in that. This is what it means. Let's start with ourselves. We have to be moved by this beautiful thing that we call music first to move other people. Sick parallel process. Who she was, who aspired to be a great pianist because she wasn't yet, to who now she is in the present tense, which ended her performance with an absolute standing ovation, dominating the stage and beating out Takashi. Let it ring. Yes. Oh. Oh, crescendo moment. Oh. Wow. 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 Wow, I would absolutely do a standing ovation if I weren't in my pajamas, shorts underneath. Anyway, all right. And what a performance by Emi. Listening to that again, still full body goosebumps. That was insane. Look at Kosei with his hands gripping on his heart, even, crumping on his shirt. That Emi's music spoke to him. What does that mean? Full circle to the power of a yet. Emi finally embodied and became the great pianist like Kosei that she once aspired to be. She is now him. Her music spoke to Kosei just like how Kosei's music spoke to Emi many, many years ago. Full circle moments. Because she didn't give up, she kept going. And now she's living out the reality, the dream that she once couldn't even fathom. But now she is him. Wow. You see that? Powerful. She's going straight to Kosei, I bet. She's gonna ask him, did you understand? Did you hear me? She's hyperventilating because she went all out. Wow, that adrenaline must be insane. Oh, yo. Wow. Ah. No, say it. No. Yo. I agree. Yes. I agree. Kosei understood. 100%. But Takashi's like, damn, bro. That would have been my awesome popcorn moment. Well, it's a lot of medication. That's Kaori's medication. Oh, Kaori. Oh. Yeah, anemia. Or anemia, rather. You think Watari is looking for Emi? Bro, while Tsubaki is absolutely going through anticipatory stress, anticipatory anxiety, Watari is looking for Cougar. Bro, but of course, he has faith in Kosei, and obviously aside from the humor of him looking for Cougar, excuse me, I guess I'm allergic to cougars, but the true intention behind Watari's seemingly casual attitude is he understands it's not the outcome. The very fact that Kosei is here in itself is a monumental milestone. Outcome doesn't matter. The ranking after the fact does not matter. What matters is they're here as his best friends supporting Kosei, stepping on stage by himself as a solo performer for the first time in 2 years. Monumental milestone. That confidence. I wish Kosei had as much confidence and faith in himself as his best friends. This is what I mean. People can see us for who we are. People can acknowledge us, affirm us, validate us for who we are. At the end of the day, though, however, we must see ourselves for what we are. Our dormant potential. That's how we self-actualize with Maslow's hierarchy. To actualize our potential, we have to first see it, acknowledge it, accept it. And then one day, we can get to the self-transcendence, transcending our sense of me, going from ego of me to I. I serve other. I'm playing piano for a bigger purpose, bigger why. From me to a I. That's self-transcendence. That's good. Oh, wow. They're in sync. Game on. Wow, all these colors. Dedication and love. Dedication and love for piano. Come on, Kosei. You got this. Summon that inner strength. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars, right? Inconceivable. Oh, background music. But that's the whole point. He needs to go back to basic. He needs to go back to the genesis of his pianist journey. He needs to go back to the original point. Why and when he first fell in love with piano. Super significant. Same response. She let a pencil decide with the power of gravity? What in the what? But of course, it's all meant to be. This is fate. Nah, deeper than that. Yes. Yes. Amen, sister. Oh, the anticipation. Hi. Yes. Oh, that's right. They all speak the same language. But here's poor Tsubaki who doesn't. And Watari, who only speaks in the language of cougar. Sorry, y'all. Wow. Let's go. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Oh, shaking my soul to its core. Also, again, through serendipity and of course the plot armor, the best thing that could have happened to Kosei is having Takashi and Emi playing before him. The two performers who represent the pinnacle of their performance in this competition. He needs to ride that wave of momentum. Let it ring, Kosei. Yes. Oh, goosebumps. Yes. Wow. I'm sure the clock's fingers will move, the time will flow again. What does that say? As a Walking Dead who killed his older self, who let a part of himself die 2 years ago, the time has stopped. Metaphorically, he's been stuck in the trauma of the past for 2 entire years. His life did not have a season. Spring did not visit him until he met Kaori. But now, it's more than Kaori. This is no longer between Kosei and Kaori. This is not even about Kosei. This is about something deeper, bigger, and greater than all of us individually. Great piece of art, music. The time will flow again. He will be going from a place of stuckness to the promised land of liberation and unstuckness. He will be untethered and liberated from the trauma of his past. I think this is the beginning stage. Truly the beginning stage. Efflorescent. Amen, brother. That's right. Yes. Yes. People know. Also, I wonder with his blood boiling, he feeling alive. I wonder if that will be enough to counter his psychogenic mutism or trauma-induced disassociation, with him inability to perceive his own music. Let's see. I believe in you, Kosei. Game time, baby. Despite Kaori saying that it doesn't matter, Kaori's super nervous. That's why I think her head is down. Or she's not feeling well. Oh my gosh, dude. That black cat is back. Oh no. It's okay. Oh, look at all Kosei's bruises. What the? Signs of physical trauma at such a severe level, man. Oh. Oh. Oh man. You see how awful the mom is? I'm sure she's whipping and hitting his arms anytime his measurements or notes are off. But the only part she's not beating him senselessly is his fingers. Because Kosei's fingers do not represent the fingers of let me calm down. Kosei's fingers do not represent the fingers of her only son, but rather his finger represents her own unfinished dream. Absolutely awful. Come on, Kosei. You will overcome your trauma. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Trauma-induced visual hallucination is back. Terrifying flashback. We believe in you, Kosei. Kosei, music is greater than the grip of your mom's trauma. Let's go. Good for you, my ass. What she didn't say is good for me. That makes me feel better. Dude, Kosei is her mom's unfinished dream, extension and continuation of her unfinished, unlived legacy, and her medicine. Literally said that, dude. Oh my gosh. Such an effed up psychological torture and manipulation. Oh, that sinister smile, dude. Smile of absolute abuse. Oh. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm nervous, yo. Oh my goodness. It's alright. We got this. Oh no. You got this. Yes. 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 He's playing again. He's back. I hope in this performance, his triumphant return for the first time in 2 years, not as a walking dead, but as someone slowly blossoming, coming out of his shell, learning to be alive again, learning to breathe again. I hope he moves away from his human metronome identity of the past, but this new embracing of new reality, new identity of being a little bit more flexible, a little bit more free, a little bit more emotionally expressive, like Kaori, like Emi, and even a little bit of Takashi. Don't play through your muscle memory, bro. Come on. Feel it. Let it ring. Let it come alive. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, dude. No. Oh my gosh, dude. Can you imagine performing with the ghost of your mom whispering in your ears? Ghost obviously represents trauma of the past. Oh, the amount of emotional and psychological tension and pressure he's under. She won't even let him use a knife to protect his fingers, aka her medicine, her dream. Oh. Covering his bruises. My goodness. Oh my gosh, no, dude. It's not your fault. Oh, man, let me say this once and for all. Children are never responsible for the outcome of their parents, period. Parents are 100% responsible for the outcome of their children. Kosei, it is not your fault. No, it's a false core belief. All this envy and jealousy. Aww. I guess Watari's had his oozing confidence and charisma since he was a child, even before his public speech before that tournament a couple episodes back. That's mom's special seat, but also the very spot where the ghost of her past taunted Kosei when he was the accompanist for Kaori's performance. Oh man, because remember, trauma, unprocessed trauma, unhealed trauma gets reactivated based on things, stimuli, environments. And obviously this is the environment of auditorium. And he's still playing with a smile. Oh, what the f... What the... What in the F, dude? Ah. Oh, he's bleeding, dude. What? Were child services in Japan, were they not called upon from this public beating? If this happened in the United States, CPA, Child Protective Agency, 100% would have been involved. Of course, I don't know what that would have helped, but we have to interrupt the cycle of abuse, right? But this is happening in public places. What an absolute horrible of a mother. Man, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but oh man. Oh. Speak your truth, Kosei. Speak it. Yes. Yes. Those were the last words he ever spoke to her, and obviously she was stunned and speechless. I think that was a rude awakening for her to finally be confronted with the harsh, brutal reality of her senseless abuse. Kosei never played for his accolades. He played it for your happiness and your illness. She was stunned. She had nothing to speak. As she should have, feeling with a shame, absolute shame. But of course, this is the reason why Kosei had an emotional breakdown on stage. Because I'm sure he's been boggled on and entrapped and stuck in his guilt. The last words he ever spoke to his mom before she passed away were those harsh words, "I wish you were dead." But can you blame Kosei? Never. But imagine the guilt that he's been struggling with, silently by himself. Oh man, yeah, Kosei would 100% qualify for CPTSD, complex PTSD. Not just one post-traumatic stress, but multiple layers all interplay, as I talked about in episode 1. But that's rough. He must have had that emotional breakdown and developed this trauma-induced dissociation or psychogenic mutism, where he can't listen to his own notes, probably during that final stage, because of impact of guilt, grief, sadness, and I'm sure a lot of regret. But again, Kosei, it's not your fault. You tried your absolute best. No, you're doing this for your mom. And coping. Oh, look at Kosei. Zapped and absent of any emotions. It's like what his mom said when she was beating him. You play like that because of all your emotions. That's why he really became this internalized belief, internalized identity of a human metronome. Metronomes have no emotions. It's a machine. Impeccably precise machine. That's when he let a part of himself die. Not just with the death of his mom, but because of what his mom said. Kill your emotions and just be a mirror of the music sheets. Look at him. A walking zombie. Heartbreaking. Hmm.
この前母親が死んだんだろう。よく平気でピアノ弾けるな。演奏にコンマの乱れもない。いつも通り淡々と。鬼の子は鬼の子ね。
He's a demonic chip off the block. Oh, people don't get it. Audience, you guys don't get it. But I do. But we do as the audience. ステージから客席に向かって左側の入り口。僕から Oh, that's where it started. That's where the hallucination started. And ergo, his emotional breakdown on stage. Heavy episode. Really heavy episode. But here comes Flowers. Oh, here it comes. He's drowning. Back to the bottom of the ocean. He's being engulfed by the abyss of the ocean of dark trauma, the shadow of his mom. But can you blame him? When you have visual and auditory hallucination induced by trauma, literally haunting and taunting you. Episode 9 is called Resonance. 3 layers there. He resonated with the music of Emi, music of Takashi, but at the end towards the end of his performance, he also resonated forcibly by the ghost of his mom. And it's not in a good resonance, obviously. Oh man. Oh, this was a tough episode. But anyway, guys, that is it for this week. And before I move forward, I just want to do a public announcement and a public shout out and recognition for the big donor, major donation by Scientia Tridents. Because of him, we will now be able to finish the entire series due to his generous donation and act of kindness. Thank you, Scientia Tridents, for your generosity. And as always, remember, guys, all of us matter. We are worthy. But we really have to sit with, accept, and acknowledge, and ultimately internalize our self-worth. No one can do that job for us. We have to do the work. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a heavy one, but a very, very important review about Kosei's trauma, further context about what happens towards the end of his previous final stage and what is happening now. And I really hope episode 10, there's some light at the end of the tunnel that sips through and reaches him at the bottom of the ocean, just like what Kaori did for him. But this time, I hope he can self-rescue himself through the power of resonance to honor all those that came before him and more. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time. Peace.